king was accompanied by a pixie who was able to cast powerful healing magic. Any direct attack would be suicidal. Mercifully, the omniscient and helpful narrator was at hand. He pointed out to the impatient evil that the pixie went off from time to time in order to check that all was well, and much more importantly, eat a supper in a little camp to the south. The pixie buzzed over to eat her meal. The ultimate evil prepared an ambush.
Find a unicorn for this. We have a trophy. The unicorn. The unicorn in Japan. It doesn't matter.
One would think the killing a fragile flying being wouldn't be rocket science. But an incredibly competent evil had taken far too long in doing so.
Wat is dat eigenlijk?
Live, man. Ik ben niet dat Ik ben live, ja. Deze game die is niet live gegaan.
Kankvlekken.
Yeah. This can't be badass. No.
King Robert fell, and the ultimate evil had received its well-deserved
King is
revenge.
dead. Long
But there were
live.
still many more heroes out there who deserved to bite the dust.
Slaughter them.
Their time would come.
Yo, dat ook. Victory is ours. And we will continue the game.
The demigod Krotos,
on
one of the
mission
sniveling
4
cowards
in the
who had banished the
swampland.
ultimate evil, had just marched his alliance.
Alice.
King Robert was defeated, but there were more heroes whose life the ultimately vindictive evil was after. Here in the swamplands, the demigod Krotos was just leading the Alliance's troops against feral Naga clans. They had retreated here after the collapse of the Dark Army. It would seem sensible to first strike an alliance with these Nagas before the impatient evil squared up against Krotos.
Mana! Oh, ik heb één kijker. Ik kan
The
gewoon
gold greedy evil built the first underground treasury, thus laying the foundations for insane amounts of hoarded treasure.
Where's the gate? Here's the gate. Could be enemies. Let's see. It's there on the other side. build a brewery here. It's pretty nice because I like the way it's done. It's almost like Dungeon Keeper on the PC, computer, but this is when you build a room here. The creatures don't just make something, no.
The first brewery was built
You
underground.
need to build
Later, orcs and goblins
also
would get
the real
obscenely drunk
kettle
there,
and
and then
something.
meander through the dungeons,
You need to
slurring their
build
words and
lairs
singing
also for them.
songs.
Pretty funny. They make their own beer now. I like it. They make their own beer. What should I do with this mana? What can I do with mana? Fuel, no. Production.
There was a strange rock formation in the east of the dungeon. Whatever could it mean?
Yeah, make some beer, man. I got thirsty.
Some creatures had been hiding in a secret room. They joined
Gonna
the
smack
ultimate
you
evil.
in.
The Alliance
Work
had discovered
order.
the presence of the ultimate evil.
Work
This had
harder.
nothing to do with a tip-off from a certain narrator who wanted to increase the tension. It was pure coincidence. The good people
Just walk, run with the crate, man. Run.
with a direct attack on the dungeon.
You didn't. Just drop the goddamn money. Why did you? Don't drop the money. Never drop the money, eh? Never. Go there. Look at the cave. What's it? Oh shit. Oh, enemy incoming. Enemy incoming.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Enemies, where? George! Yeah, they will make it. They're orcs. They're outstandingly strong as hell.
Payday.
Easy peasy. Payday. Nice. We slaughtered them.
A tinkerer's cave had been built. Soon traps and doors in the dungeon would make any would-be hero's life more tricky. Pleased Evil's hard-working goblins had made plans for a new room, a guard room. There, creatures could patrol and keep a lookout for heroes. Immediately, the ultimate evil got down to having this room researched.
Oh.
100 years later, the dungeon of outdated evil was discovered by other baddies. Following careful investigation, they came upon the single reason why this dungeon had failed. There was no guard room. Maybe you should work towards preventing this future becoming reality.
I need some money, man. Give me some. I need a hospital. 750, 2 boxes, 2. 750 gold.
Some
man,
creatures had been hiding in a secret room. They joined the ultimate evil.
Oh, he's got down, please.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Beaver. How the frick is a goblin calling himself Beaver? Dude. Don't call your freaking goblin Beaver. This is a funny looking game. Smack your ass. Hit harder. Come on. Hit them. Oi, I'm gonna build a hospital for you guys. You did well.
Hopefully no one has arachnophobia. A spider nest has been discovered.
That's new. 3 toolboxes. We've got 2 guys. We need 1 more. Can expand this. We are going to expand. Need some money. Give me money. Yeah, that's what I like. Money. A bit more. 9 goblins. Let's see. Going to discard 2 of them. I'll put a new orc. Maybe a goblin. 1 population point. 1 population point. Yeah, we're going for the goblin. Where's the little fella? Expand this. Traps. Treasure. Oh. Trap. Now we need 500 gold. 500. The guard room. Maybe we will get new creatures.
The fingers of a goblin devoted to the unspeakably evil impatiently tapped on the workbench. He was still awaiting orders to begin researching the guard room. Of course, he did it behind the lame evil's back, as, after all, he didn't want the hat. Spiders have spread throughout the underground.
Oh, we've got company. You could put them everywhere in your dungeon. Just crazy. I don't know how, but you could put them anywhere. Great job, fellas. No. Get some money.
Payday.
Is it really good? 82. 90. Oh well. Oh! They are coming again. Oh shit! I didn't notice that.
The guard room was researched and ready for construction. Creatures that were thrown there by the Hand of Terror would keep watch and be especially vigilant for intruders. They were able to alert other creatures near the guard room and summon them for reinforcement as well.
I don't know what this mana means.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Enemies has entered your dungeon. You soon will be attacked. In my ass, I'm gonna be attacked by you guys. I'm gone. No, I don't need no freaking... Where am I? Friggin'. Gotta go into that. Oh yeah, so we've got a hospital and we've got a guard room.
There was a mysterious shrine underground, which was not yet available. Because something like this spells work for underpaid graphic artists, one can assume that it is likely to come into play at some time or another.
My. We need a lair,
A hospital had been built. From now on, wounded monsters could be cured there.
Duh. That's why they call it a hospital.
Spiders have spread throughout the underground.
What's that? Alright. Need some beds for creatures. Oh my god, we're under the ground. Here they come. You wouldn't stand a chance. Never. We will conquer our lands.
target of the bloodthirsty evil's vengeance was a demigod by the name of Krotos, an extremely goody-goody, good deeds doer. The very mention of his name left anyone from the dark side with a nasty taste in the mouth. Spiders have spread throughout the underground.
We need prep. Oh, improved treasures. That's new.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
boom. They would have bossed this. Never.
Some creatures had been hiding in a secret room. They joined the ultimate evil.
Nice. Huh. I like that. One more. Yep.
Payday.
Payday. Frick is that? What would it do? Dude, what the fuck are you doing? Just treasure. What? Alright. Yeah. Oi. The enemy is coming again. Let them come.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
You did. We need more ribs, but we can't. No. We need more beer. Why is there only one working for beer? Oh, saving. Sometimes it happens.
It's payday.
Payday. Then we are going to look for the farm. What's this? And this trap will slow them down the tar pit. Going for a ride.
The exploration Keen sent its troops to the surface for the first time. The swamplands spread out before them.
Hello.
The next step was to either find the Nagas and recruit them, or be massacred by the army of the Alliance. It was a difficult decision.
Wat zijn we aan het doen?
Dungeons live.
Ik vind jouw stem heel erg cool. Je hebt een hele coole stem, jongeman. Ja. Hele zware stem.
Ja man, dankjewel man.
Ik ben een beetje jaloers.
Oh nee man. Ja, dat komt ook nog wel uit. Ja. Dat is ook zo'n zware stem net als ik.
In the distance, the ultimate evil's creatures could see a massive stone building. A Naga temple? Apparently, there was an entrance to it in the north. The horde set out in that direction.
Goblins so fast.
The creatures of a suspiciously suicidal evil made their way towards a treacherous ambush. At the last minute, however, they changed their mind. Apologies, I
forgot one
thought that the
argosy.
horde would take a different path, because there
Ik
is an
ga zo wel
ambush awaiting
PC
them
voor
here.
een half uur.
But obviously, that doesn't seem to be bothering someone at
Uurtje denk
all.
ik, ja, omdat PC gewoon veel cooler is. Het is gewoon beter. Hoe bedoel je? PC is gewoon veel beter.
Maar met dit spel wel hè. Met dit spel zeker.
Oké.
Met dit spel geef ik je zeker gelijk een platformspel. Dit is een platformspel. Dit hoort niet.
Wat ben je aan het spelen?
Dungeons 2. Ja, het is ook een apart spel voor mij. Het is wel grappig.
Ik heb het nooit gezien, ik kom eens even kijken, heel even.
Ik ben live, dus.
Ja, ik ga bekijken. Even serieus Gabi, ik was gewoon rustig YouTube aan het kijken en dan moet je mij weer inviten. Oh, wat? Gameplay.
The army of the ultimate evil could view the temple from the top of the hill, and it did indeed not look good for
Ik
Naga.
was gewoon zien.
The nauseatingly good hero Krotos personally led the alliance into battle and was forcing the snake creatures
Is
to
een
retreat.
goed
Only
uitbreiding.
his death would deliver the temple back into the
The
hands
fuck
of
is
Graham.
deze game?
Oh,
Een soort fucking league.
the troops of the ultimate evil stumbled upon a patrol of the alliance that had caught some
Die was
numbers.
gewoon een kleine rat.
Of course, they immediately set about
Het
wiping
is een
out the
soort
Naga.
siege, of
Oh,
league.
and by the way, you could of course also
Dead.
set those Nagas free.
Ja,
The last fighter in the
And,
patrol was defeated. Creatures of the horde. Oh
ik had
and set the
RPG
Naga free as
games.
well. They were
Also-
overjoyed to join the ultimate evil. The eager for new units
Gabi.
evil sent his creatures further
back.
towards where it expected the Naga camp to be. The Nagas kept up their fight to free their unholy temple from the alliance. If the ultimate evil was to help them win it back,
What?
then their
Niet
support
doen.
would be guaranteed. Since that fitted perfectly with the planned revenge
Ja,
of Krotos, it
sowieso.
was the ideal solution.
hm?
Dat is echt een spel.
The approaching horde startled a few
We kunnen
animals.
gelijk
Oh,
erin
ja.
doen, ik heb wel zietjes. Echt gauw. Echt je. Ik ga even mijn kat wegschuiven, want ik wil hier vooraan zitten. Of ga gewoon van het bed af, dat is al veel beter. Hé, ik heb een afplak. Ik heb geen stoel, ik heb een bed wel. Ja, ik heb tv gekocht.
The horde defeated
Ja,
the bears
ik
with
kreeg het
ease
dan, dus
and
ik zit
stocked
nu
up
gewoon
on
op mijn
bear
bed te
meat.
gamen.
However,
echt
as
goed.
bear meat is
Hey,
not
epic.
actually a resource in the game, this was utterly
Ah, god
irrelevant.
voor de tering. Ja, het is een beetje verneukt. Ik ga even binnenkort een PC kopen eind van het jaar. Dus dan kom ik echt nooit meer. Waarom zou ik nog op PlayStation blijven als ik gewoon een goede PC heb? Gerankt, nu. Kan er nog niet een paar mensen meedoen?
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Waarom zijn er zoveel mensen in de party dan? Oké.
Man.
Ik was gisteren met iemand die Diamond Rank was.
Oh my god, 6 Barky contant kankervers, nergens schade, what the fuck, oh my god, voor een Vespa, wauw, oeh. Mensen doen echt stoer.
A small group of Alliance troops had gathered here. The presence of the Nagas ensured that they all
Gabi,
seemed
oké.
to see even the use.
Wat? Mag niet. Wie de fuck speelt er film uit, echt serieus. Kom, Ben. Serieus nu al fuse, maar we ben nu. Nee, maar er zijn dan 0 hard breachers, maar oké, is goed. Oké, dus nu kan geen enkel team door de reinforced wall, maar sure. Dat is echt dom. Ben clash. Nee, ik ben fucking
At
goed met
last,
Ella, hou
the
op.
horde reached the Nagas' camp.
Ik heb op
They were not
PC
able to
straks
offer the ultimate evil
had ik
much help.
2 aces achter elkaar in
They
dezelfde
spoke
match
of
met
an
Ella.
artifact that was hidden
Gewoon
deep down
omdat
in
mijn
the
teammates gewoon te slecht
It would
waren,
make
dus moest ik
defeating the
terugklusje
Alliance
2 keer achter
a
elkaar
piece
met
of cake.
ace.
The Nagas opened a portal to the artifact using their ancient magic. The insidious evil debated briefly whether it was worth the risk. Finally, however, it decided
Bij
it was only a
games.
question of its creatures' lives, and of
Sorry,
course,
ik ben nog
the
echt
ultimate
flink.
evil didn't give a toss about it.
Gabi, waar woon jij eigenlijk? Je woont toch in de buurt bij Joe, hè? Hey, Als Joe weer terug is van
The horde had passed through the Naga forest
Spanje, dan
and
gaan
found
we
themselves in an old
zo
altar
wat-
chamber, in the center of which lay a very ancient-looking object. This had to be the artifact. Some creatures appeared to be guarding it. Once the artifact guards were eliminated, the artifact began to glow. It almost seemed to be waiting to be picked up. It looked as if the artifact would fit perfectly into the mysterious altar base that lay deep within the dungeon of the ultimate evil. Maybe it would be a good idea to place it there. The artifact had still not been placed into the base provided for it. The ultimate evil immediately grabbed it with a hand of terror to remedy this state of affairs. Slowly, the artifact filled with powerful mana until finally... Wait a moment. The artifact isn't being charged yet. It's not even on the artifact base. Good grief, come on, chop chop! We should be much further into the story by now.
Ja, ik kan ook echt heel met 10.000 miljoen.
The
Bottom.
artifact was still not on its designated podium.
bro.
The whole thing had taken so long that the narrator was now going to have to go off and shave, as his beard had grown very, very long in the interim. I don't think you quite got the hang of it yet, have you? You have to take that artifact thingy and put it onto the damn socket. Got that? Not hard. Pick up, move over, put down. Dead easy. The artifact was currently lifeless. It needed some magic. The next task for the expanding evil's creatures was to expose some mana crystals. This mana would be necessary to charge the artifact up. Wait a moment, that's already been done. Well, looks like someone's trying to become the teacher's pet. Nerd. But a mana crystal on its own was really of no value to the ultimate evil. It would take a crystal chamber to make this valuable asset usable. A room was quickly installed under the crystal.
No. Ayo! Ayo!
The crystal
But
chamber
shit.
shone with the brilliance of a freshly painted room. To exploit this effectively, the
Oh, I like this.
success-enabling evil was now able to recruit
I like
Nagas.
this very much.
At this exact moment, the clan conveniently placed some of these snake-like beings at its disposal.
Waarom? Aan wie heb je die gegeven? Kun je niet mij Ik zoek niet een Josie. Maar eerst. Waar heb je Josie gekocht?
Apparently, it had not escaped the notice of the Alliance's magicians that something disturbing was going on in the underground. So they decided to mount powerful attacks on the dungeon. But the ultimate evil had been warned. That's what I'm doing right now, by the way, and created such a formidable defense that it would have brought tears to the eyes of any tower defense.
Population. Daar.
Ik denk dat ze naar een boom moeten. Dus daar zijn. Ik heb lag, wat de hel? Altijd met remote op je lag, hè? Dat is niet goed zwaar. Waar is de camera? Ja. Zit ik hier?
Bear. We have been a bear.
A cry for help from a few Nagas trapped in a very remote area reached the ultimate evil while it was defending the dungeon. Maybe they could be saved by using a spell, which was ready to be unlocked in the crystal chamber.
Very good treat spell.
Nee, weet je niet. Ik heb al lang geleden wat. Je bent thuis Azure.
There are enemies in your dungeon. Slowly, but surely, the artifact filled itself up with magic.
Bitch.
Oh yo. Oh yo. No way. Oh, I like this very much. I like this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Wat is de internet aan jullie?
Goeie internet.
The wave-by-wave tactics of the Alliance had so far proven unsuccessful.
Bij mij.
So, a strategic genius had decided to open up a second entrance to the underground in order to send, well, wave after wave of units into the dungeon. Play me the song of magic. Oh yes, the artifact continued to fill itself with more delicious manna. There are enemies in your dungeon. The creatures of the unstoppable evil continued work on filling the artifact with magic. It's payday. The artifact was almost bursting with energy. It was now producing mana independently and ready to stand by the ultimate evil's side in the battle for the temple. It also gave the ultimate evil access to a few more magic spells. Now it was time to take the temple and destroy Krotos. The ultimate evil gathered all the troops together to attack in one devastating way. Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Genius.
There are enemies in your dungeon. The ultimate evil had learned a spell. This would enable the Nagas to be rescued. It immediately set about doing so. There are enemies in your dungeon. Okay, just so that we understand each other correctly, you are meant to attack Krotos and finish him off now. One great final battle and all that. All clear? Then off you go. Payday. There are enemies in your dungeon. The unspeakable evil's creatures approached the Alliance's camp. An impressive dam towered into the sky in the background. However, this path led to absolutely nowhere. The ultimate evil, or more precisely its creatures, destroyed the Alliance's camp with the greatest of ease. It considered having a luxury hotel for stressed dungeon managers built there. The spell ensured the Naga's safe passage into the dungeon of the ultimate evil. Excellent work.
Those miniballs. Oh my god.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Look at them go.
It was now time to fight Krotos. After a long pause, the unspeakable evil positioned its army and went into battle against him. Payday.
Krotos. Payday. All to battle.
Apologies. I thought that the Horde would take a different path, because there is an ambush awaiting them here. But obviously that doesn't seem to be bothering someone at all.
Huh. Took out one of them. George.
Together with its Naga allies, the army of the ultimate evil stormed the Naga temple. The battle began. Payday. It wouldn't be long before Krotos was defeated. Just a few more blows and he would fall. Hey, wait, what do you think you're doing? Come back, you coward! I mean, seeing that defeat was inevitable, Krotos opted for a strategic retreat, leaving the temple in the ultimate evil's power. The gathered evilness then burst the nearby dam, and the Alliance's camp disappeared under waves of water with a very satisfactory
Victory!
Despite the soggy end to the Alliance, the ultimate evil was livid. It had just been robbed of a delicious revenge. But, if I may be so bold, that was yet to come. I saw it in the script. Although Krotos managed to escape, the Horde continued on a glorious triumphal march.
Thank you for watching.